Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mayor Bowser, is the District of Columbia more dangerous during your tenure?
Congresswoman, as you have heard, we have experienced over the last 10 years decreases in violent crime, all categories of crime. You also heard me talk about in my testimony, especially in the last 3 years, being very concerned.
What about since last year, Mayor?
What about it?
Is it more dangerous this year than it was last year?
I'm going to ask the chief to give you the data.
I'm asking, Mayor, because I see that crime is up 27%. That doesn't sound like a decrease to me. Violent crime is up 13%. And in 2020 and 2021, the city recorded more than 200 homicides in consecutive years for the first time in 20 years. So is Washington, D.C. more dangerous now that you're in office?
The nation is more dangerous with more guns and more violent
We're
crime.
talking about Washington, D.C. here, and we have also seen that the police budget has been cut, $15 million in 2020, Mayor. Do you think that this contributes to an increase in crime?
I think a lot of things have contributed to increases in crime across the country.
What about in Washington, D.C.? Do you think that the $15 million budget cut to MPD in 2020 caused an increase in crime here in the District of Columbia?
I think that we need to have 4,000 police officers over the course of the last several years.
So you want more police officers?
Yes.
Well, in the past, you've hired on average 300 new police officers each year, but in 2022, you hired 103. That's 200 less, and now you're advocating for more police officers after cutting their budget and hiring 200 less police officers.
I've advocated for more police every day as mayor of the District of Columbia. When I became mayor, we were facing a retirement bubble, and we set a course at that time for hiring and retention.
So do you believe that Washington, D.C. would be safer and more secure if you hired more police officers rather than decreasing the number of recruitment by 200?
We're not decreasing recruitment, but we are facing, as cities in police departments around the country, less interest in joining police departments.
Why do you think that is? Do you think that our police officers have been demonized because of the rhetoric that is flowing from this city and many other cities across our nation?
I think that policing is a tough job.
I would agree.
It's a job that has grown tougher over the years, and I think that—
Particularly, when do you think it became more tough? Maybe when they were attacked for doing their jobs, protecting citizens? When they lost their funding?
Congressman, if I'm allowed to speak, I'll
Yes, ma'am.
answer you, but I'm not going to talk over you. And so it has been my experience in the last 8 years that we have had to use more incentives, and we have investigated and researched what it's going to take to attract young people to come into policing. One thing that we have done in the district, for example, is to create a police academy that we're very proud of. Chief Conte, in fact, joined the police academy when he was 17 years old and rose through the ranks to be chief of police.
I don't need to hear about childhood issues here.
Well,
so,
this is how we get police.
Defund the police signs around District of Columbia and advocating for this is incentivizing?
I didn't advocate to defund the police.
But you did defund them. $15 million budget cut. $15 million budget cut in 2020. So, Madam Mayor, what would you say to the law-abiding citizens here in Washington, D.C., who, because of policies you've supported, are unable to defend themselves with this rise in crime? Crime being up 27%.
Congresswoman, I don't have to come here to talk to you, to talk to the residents of the District of Columbia. I talk to them daily. I have press conferences.
And what do you say to these law-abiding citizens?
What I tell them is that as their mayor, regardless of what's happening nationally, regardless of what's happening in our very complicated criminal justice system, as their mayor, I am charged with making it work. And if that means it is, I am charged with making it work. And what I have to—
Do you think that you're doing a good job with that? Because I'm seeing that crime is up, violent crime is up, homicides are up, police funding is down, police recruitment is down. So is it working?
Every day, we approach the any vexing issue in our city, crime being among them, police recruitment being
Madam
among
Mayor, my time is
Ms.
up, but you know exactly what you need to make Washington, D.C. safer. You know that you need more police officers. You know that you need more
heard me
funding.
say
You know
that.
that you need policies that allow law-abiding
And you heard me say that.
citizens, thank you, ma'am, it's my time, law-abiding citizens to be able to protect themselves in their own home and defend them.
Ms.
You
Boebert,
know
it sounds
and
like
you wanted
you
to be a
heard
part
my
of the
opening
culture
statement.
war of the BLM 2020
Yeah,
riots
it
rather than
sounds like
protecting
you
and
heard
defending
my
the police
opening
and the
statement.
citizens in Washington,
And
D.C.
you're repeating it.
And my time has expired.
And I'm
Thank you, Madam
happy to
Mayor.
repeat it as well. And what we have said, Mr. Chairman, if you would permit me, in that I was overtalked much of that 5 minutes, is that we have been very focused on how to make sure we have a policy environment that supports a safe city, but also that we approach it not just with law enforcement, but with opportunities and with prevention.
Your policies are clearly making your city more dangerous, not safer.
And ladies, time has expired.
Hey, before you click on the next video, if y'all could do me a big favor and hit that like button. The algorithm loves it, and so do I, because it helps promote these videos and get the message out about what our government has been doing. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications, because every time I put out a video, you want to know about it, right? Thanks again, and have a good one. See you on the next one. Peace.